Hey there, I am Manasa from Reverse Dream Club. Today, I'll be talking about project number 6 from Effective Communication series. It's all about vocal variety. Why should we have vocal varieties in our speeches? In any speech, whether it is a one-to-one conversation or one-to-many conversation in a school, office, or public speaking on the stage. Vocal variety is required and it is must for everything. To destroy the monotony of any speech, because if any speech is monotonous, people tend to sleep, and that's why we need to have vocal varieties. And above all, English language itself is a wave language. Sometimes we need to have with volume high, sometimes low, sometimes with high pitch, sometimes low pitch, and that's all about the language also. So let's see how can we do it and what are the characteristics we should have for these vocal varieties. Yeah. First is characteristics of good speeches. We have volume, pitch, rate, and quality. Let's see the volume. Being able to control the loudness or softness of your voice helps to keep the audience's attention. Speaking too loudly for a long time will bother your audience, and speaking too softly for a long time also will annoy the listeners too, as we struggle to grasp the words. Volume level depends on the size and shape of the room. We cannot say that this is the volume level is for everywhere. So if room size is big, we need to have high volume. If room size is small and less number of audience, then we need to have low volume, and that is the standard. However, you should also vary your volume level for emphasis. For example, if you are conveying anger, you will want to increase your volume, and if saying something secretive, with lower volume, even though the number of audiences are same, or if it is a small room or big room. Next is pitch. Pitch of a sound is how high or low it is on the musical style. Very poor pitch as you speak, droning on an monotonous voice will quickly put listeners to sleep. And speaking in a squawking voice, like a duck, will make them want to cover their ears. You should adapt the pitch of your voice to the material you are presenting. For instance, a high pitch conveys excitement and enthusiasm, while a low pitch indicates sadness or thoughtfulness. Like if you are sharing a sad message, you cannot say it loudly and happily. On the other hand, if you are sharing some happy moment, you cannot say with low voice and sad face. So pitch is also matter. The rate, this is the number of words you speak per minutes. Approximately per minute, it should be around 125 to 160 words per minute. And depending upon the time, depending upon the message, what you are saying, the story you are telling, it should vary. Speak too fast to your audience will not be able to keep up with you. And if you are too slow, then listener will lose interest. So adjust as per requirement. And last one is the quality. Quality is also matter. Your voice should convey the friendliness and confidence, naturalness, and should be enjoyable as well. The sound should not be harsh or breathy, shrill, thin, or nasal. This type of sounds even we can change by relaxing and eliminating our tension from our voice. So need to practice a little bit by how to change our throat and how to control our breath. Should always have a normal breathing. As we come to the breathing, so we should breathe from our abdomen, not from upper chest. If we breathe from abdomen or the lower chest, from the lower chest, then our voice quality will be better, because because the voice it's get created from our throat and lungs, because air is getting blown from our mouth. So those are also matter. But if I am tired, like say, and I ran too much and tired, I cannot have a normal breathing and normal voice. At the same time, if I am very, very sad, I cannot have a normal breathing or normal voice also. So those qualities are also matter. So I always suggest to inhale if you are tensed a little bit before speaking. Inhale in deep. Take 2 or 3 or 4 5 times, little bit more and high breath. Then you will feel a little bit comfortable, because you will get more and more oxygen in your body. So do it, practice it quite a few times, and it will happen automatically. Let's go to the next slide. Silence. Silence is also matter. You might be asking that if we are silence, then how can we deliver the speech at all? Or how can we have a conversation with one or other person? But I am saying silence is not always. I'm saying like between the sentences, between the paragraphs, or between the messages, you need to have a pause. Sometimes long pause, sometimes small pause, depending upon the situation. Like in a one particular sentence, not all the words will be important. We'll have some article preposition to write the tense also. Like tense should be right, and to make it right, we will have some non-important words also. So just focus on the important words, and emphasize those words while you are speaking to convey the right story, right message. And I have already described about breathing. So we should have inhale and exhale proper. And between the sentences, between the words, we need to breathe as a normal way. And we should not go too much fast that we cannot breathe at all. We go out of the oxygen, out of the air. And we should not be so slow that it will be boring. The punctuation, giving the pause right at right place is also matter. And it also always attract the attention of the audience. Like if you notice that audience are not listening you carefully, then you can give a long pause. Audience will look at you, whatever they were doing earlier, and then you can restart with attention grabbing some activity. So these are the way sometimes we need to bring back the attention from the audience also. If some audience lost their attention, and by changing the vocal varieties here and there, sometimes with high speed, sometimes low speed, sometimes with high volume, low volume, high pitch, low pitch, we need to adjust depending upon the requirement. And next is be expressive. What does it mean? Add the right emotion. As I always say, we should leave always on the script. Means whatever we are saying, we should leave on that. That means, like if I am sharing some emotionally sad message, then I also need to say in that way that I am really, really sad to say that he did not get that opportunity and he lost it. But if you're sharing that some message which is some excitement, some good news, then always I'm happy to share that she got the first position in her class exam. But if I say she got her first position in her class exam, That means I'm not happy in that moment, even though I'm sharing the right message and first class message. So it is contradicting. An audience will be confused. So I always suggest have the right emotion, whether it is anger, it is frustration, it is sadness, it is happiness, excitement, joyful, or ecstatic, whatever it is. Just have the right emotion and live with your speech. And it also helps if we rehearse few times at home. It's not possible for the daily regular conversation, but if at all it's possible, we always try to rehearse at home, even though while we are speaking with our friends, with our parents, siblings, or anyone, with anyone, while we are speaking with them, we can try to use that emotion so that while we are speaking on the stage, we can use the same emotion without much effort. So overall, I say, like, it's not only just practicing for a particular one story or single whatever you are going to deliver or before the exam. I would say you should always rehearse as much as possible. It means like whatever you are going to deliver or whatever you are going to speak during the exam or on the stage, it's not only just practicing that, but also while you are speaking with your friends, parents, siblings in regular normal conversation, on that time also try to use your emotion, your vocal varieties, pause, silence, then emphasizing particular words or volume, everything you can use, and that will make you a better speaker. And that will help you to grab the attention of the audience. And if audience listen you carefully with full focus, full concentration, you are done. Because audience will remember whatever you have said, and audience will do whatever you ask them to do. So with that, I finished the CC4 description, but still if you have some confusion or questions, please write me down below. I'll try to create one more video or try to describe it more elaborately. And thank you very much for listening this video, and bye bye.